I just had one issue where I was working with a couple, and I took them out several times to look at homes. And being that I'm really, really new and fresh, Frank had said, you know what, the first time you take them out, you get to know each other. Do you want to work with them? Do they want to work with you? So I was good. I didn't love them, but they were good enough, and they were pleasant enough to work with, so I'm good. Second time I take them out. The first time, actually, they made an offer. And the mortgage broker approved them for $129, however, did not give them a breakdown of the payment. So when I got them in here, and Frank wrote out the contract and this and that, we get them in and going, and when they see the payment, oh my goodness, well, we can't, he failed to tell them that this is what your payment is going to be approximately. And they needed to be below. So we started all over again. Now, I took them out the third time and the fourth time, and I did not have them sign a buyer's agreement. They call me while I'm working with another couple, an hour and a half in another direction. They text me the night before, we'd like to see this house. I look it up, it says cash only, and I know they need finance. So I text them back and I said, I see that it's a cash only deal. However, I will get in touch with the agent and I'll see what we can do. Agent never returned the call. Text them in the morning, haven't heard back from them yet. I'm gonna be a bit of a distance away, but I'll touch base with you when I'm finished with this other couple. So when I get them on the phone, they said, well, we like this other house, and we called the agent and we went to see it without me. Never mentioned that they were working with me. So I explained to them about the buyer's agreement, and that was just a protection for me, considering that I've spent a lot of time and money and this and that to, try to get them the house that they're looking for. Oh, no, we'll work with you and not to worry. Well, the next day I take them out, and he calls his wife and he has her on speaker. Take him out to see two houses. He calls his wife, has her on speaker, and to his ear, not realizing she's on speaker, says, I like these two houses, do you want to come see? No, I want to see the house. I want to wait to see what happens with the house that we went to see yesterday. I didn't take him to a house the day before. He lied, so he gets off the phone. She's very tired. He says to me, she's very tired, she can't come to look at the houses today. Then wants me to take them to Port Charlotte, an hour and 15 minutes from where I live. Show them 5 houses after that, and I said, I would be happy to take you to Port Charlotte to look at all the houses you want, but at this point I do need you to sign the buyer's agreement. And then 20 minutes later, he gets back to me. I spoke to my wife and my daughter, and we're unable to do that at this time.
Sure.
Because I guarantee that they were probably buying that other house, but they wanted to just make sure and take a look at 5 others, and drag me out an hour and 15 minutes. So now, where's that cutoff? Is the second time too soon? They don't really know you. Do they feel obligated to you? But then I just wasted 4 days. And then because they needed a VA in every roof at their price point needed to be changed, and they would not approve. So now I'm going through listing to listing to see, I'm spending my time at night with their portal, going through the houses and marking off the ones that don't need a roof. You know what I'm saying? So where is that line? Where do I ask them to sign the buyer's agreement?
The first day, you meet them here in the office and you explain what's a buyer agreement. It can be torn any minute, and it doesn't cost you anything to work with me. Actually, I'm gonna work with you. We are single agents, and I'm gonna work for you. With you, we're gonna do I'm gonna do everything so you get the best out of this, of the purchase of the house.
If you work with the first time?
Yeah, the first time, I believe. And if they don't want to sign it, then you said, okay, well, so I'm sorry, I'm not going to be able to show you properties because, they can go from agent to agent, and then you waste your time.
Exactly.
Can I coach you for a second?
Yep.
Is that acceptable?
Yep.
You okay if I do it in the group?
Of course.
Okay. When you explained the buyer's agreement to them,
Mm-hmm.
you said something to us that stood out to me very, very harshly.
Okay.
How did you explain it?
I said to them, we have something, in real estate, we have something called a buyer's agreement. And my commitment to you is to try to find you the best house for you and, check off all your boxes. However, I am also here to earn a living. So I'm gonna ask for your loyalty and sign this buyer's agreement so that when you do find something, or if you do find something without me, then I'm compensated at the same time. That was harsh?
Who's that buyer's agreement about, you or them?
Me.
But you gotta present it as
Is
if
it?
it's about them.
Is it about you?
Yeah.
You sure?
Yeah.
Positive?
Well, they probably think it's about them, but to me, it's protecting
The
me.
way that you explained it, it's not about them at all.
No?
Mm-mm.
Even though I said I'll be happy to show you all the houses that you want.
Yeah,
all
but
I
you
want
ended
to
it,
do-
you ended it with, this is how I get paid.
Right, well, do
It's
they
not
get?
about you.
Even if it's true, that's not how you present it to them.
Okay, so coach me.
Okay. In Florida, there are 3 types of agency. There's single agent, transaction broker, and no broker.
Right,
It's important that while we're sitting here today discussing about your home purchase, I explain these 3 different types of agency to you, because at some point we're going to come across a situation where you're going to need me. A no broker relationship is you walking in and buying this house all by yourself with no representation. Okay? With that, you can't use me because you're not my client.
right,
In a transaction broker situation, and by the way, most real estate companies operate as a transaction broker.
right.
What that means is my job is simply to facilitate the transaction. It's essentially being the referee of a football game. I'm not for one side or for the other. I'm just there to make sure that we play 60 minutes and that the game starts and finishes, and I kind of just make sure everybody's playing fair.
Okay,
Okay? But there's a single agent, and also in Florida, there's a single agency. It's the most rarest form of agency in Florida. A single agent means that you're my client and I represent you. It's effectively being your coach, right? So if, that way I can help you and negotiate for you on your behalf to make sure that when it comes time to buy your home, you get your home for the best deal with the least amount of hiccups and in the fastest amount of time possible. Now, I just explained all 3 types of agency to you. Would it be safe to say that you would prefer to have a single agent working for you in your corner rather than somebody who's not really in your corner, just kind of facilitating the deal?
absolutely.
So if it's okay with you, I'd like to represent you and have you be my client. When I'm your client, or when you're my client rather, I'm going to negotiate for you to make sure that you get the best deal. I'm going to show you every property that matches your search criteria, and when push comes to shove, I'm going to be in your corner negotiating for you and for your family. So if it's okay with you, this is the buyer loyalty, this is the exclusive buyer agreement, and here it explains everything in way more detail than I just did, but that is what this document says. If it's okay with you, I'd like to ask your permission to sign it so that we can begin our relationship together.
And you would do that on the first?
Absolutely.
Okay,
Before you invest any time with your clients,
okay.
any time. Because the reality is, how many hours did you just spend?
Oh my God,
With those
ridiculous amount of hours.
How many hours?
I'm gonna say probably 20, 25,
Okay, and how much are you worth per hour?
more than that, more than nothing.
How much are you worth per hour?
Well, I never broke it down per hour with real estate, it was 125 in New York.
All right, so let's call it 125 an hour. What's 125 times 20?
Way more than I took in.
You have at least $5 grand.
2,500 bucks. You married?
I am not,
Do you have kids?
I do not,
Do you have friends and family?
yes,
Okay.
in New York.
In New York, do you have anything that you could have done here this weekend that you didn't do because you were with them?
Oh, yeah,
So what is your time worth?
oh, yeah.
So is it advantageous of you to have that initial conversation
Yes,
up front
yes,
to save you time over the long run?
right.
Make sense?